Hello, I would like to welcome you to the presentation of our joint research between PwC Finland and Aalto University. We are looking at the security of 5G. So why are we doing that? So if you look around you, you will find that your phone is 5G, your TV might be 5G, your car, your building that you're working in, the fire brigade outside might be using 5G. So we are using 5G for a lot of different purposes. Which means in the end we hook up our whole society up on 5G. So 5G is becoming a critical infrastructure for all of us, for the whole society. And many companies and our customers, they are now looking into using 5G for different cases, logistics, automotive, manufacturing, and so on. So which means that their whole business is dependent on 5G. So now it's a good time to check the security of 5G and how to improve it. Let's have a look what is edge computing. When you read articles and news about edge computing, you will see many different kinds of flavors of it. So for some people it's just a cloud that's sitting somewhere and you put some content close to the place where things are happening, like for streaming services that offer localized content per country, so they have a server in that country. For other cases it's a self-sufficient, independent, closed networks that's sitting on a manufacturing site that's called an edge computing. And sometimes it's half a mobile network which is connected to a public network. So we have different flavors of edge computings. And that depends on the use case. So what are the usages actually of edge computing nowadays? So for telecommunications, the key use cases are in automotive, in logistics and IoT. These are the sort of key use cases that we see. And with all of them, we have very often the case that there is something valuable that is moving from A to B, which is a sort of interesting question from a safety and security perspective. So the location of these valuable items, be it a car or a lorry full of iPhones, it's something sensitive, maybe not something sensitive that you want to give to attackers. So location tracking risks need to be taken serious. In our research, we are looking at an attack where an attacker goes to the back end of the mobile telephony network, to the APIs. These APIs are designed to track, let's say, this lorry with iPhones. So a legitimate company, logistic companies, can track their lorries, for example, via this. Now our attacker goes to the same API and tries to extract the location from the back end. And that's what we will see in our attack scenario.
Let's demonstrate the attack scenario of the location tracking.
The attacker, who is known by the operator, for example, under a fake company name, and knows how to authenticate himself from the network, enters the system.
He sits in the 5G system and waits for a victim to appear. Soon enough, a user enters the system and gets connected to one of the base stations on the Aalto University campus. The attacker detects that the new user has entered the cell ID and can now fetch the user's information by using a catcher tool and will use that to send it through the payload as a request to the mobile operator to get the victim's location. It tracks the user periodically to get their location and uses this information to steal valuable items from the victim.
Okay, you just saw the attack in real life, how it might look like. So what did you actually see from a technical point of perspective? You saw an attacker sitting somewhere at a computer who was able to question the telecommunication backend for the location information of a phone, of a car, of a subscriber, of anything that could be connected to a 5G network. So that could be, for example, our lorry with 5G iPhones and that you are going to steal. This could be military personnel. This could be whatever, a rail, a train. This could be something else, something valuable construction equipment. So there are many possibilities how location tracking can be used for an attack to your business. And while 5G is a marvelous technology which enables all kinds of use cases, one needs to have a good understanding of the risks it brings. and also what to do about those risks, because it's not like you cannot do nothing. There are many possibilities to reduce the risks, maybe not to zero, but to a very good level. So, and if you are having some sort of company or enterprise, or if you are from the health sector or government and consider using 5G, you're probably not going to do 5G yourself or your IT department. I suppose most likely you're going to buy it in from an operator or from a vendor or from some service provider. So it's your right to demand good security, but you need to know what you demand actually. You cannot say just secure it, that's not working. You have to have a good understanding what you actually should demand of your service provider, the same way you demand bandwidth and latencies and so on. And we have this understanding. We can help you with putting the right requirements towards your suppliers so that yourself and your business are also compliant to your requirements from the government. So hope to see you at some point.